Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim Shaves, and today it's going to be a fun comparison. I'm going to be testing out some blades today, some DE blades, so pretty excited for that. Hope you guys are doing well, having some great shaves and a relaxing weekend. And yeah, let's get right with it. So the two blades that I'm going to be testing today are these little blades over here. I've had one unlabeled and the other one I labeled it as PDG, which stands for Platinum Diamond Glide, I think. Yeah, Platinum Diamond Glide. So this one, the one marked, is the new Personna blade. And it is labeled Gem Platinum Diamond Glide. And it's kind of confusing because it's labeled as gem, and gem blades are known to be that kind of single edge, the one that looks like a paint scraper kind of blade. But this one, they labeled it Personna Gem Platinum Diamond Glide. So I came across this on various stores and did some research on it. Some people really like this. Some people say it's okay. And because this is a Personna blade, common comparison is to the Personna Comfort Coats or the Personna Lab Blues, which is in the other blade here, or other cover. And this one is not as descriptive, but it says it's Personna. So this is the Comfort Coat, or the Lab Blues that I have, which I'm not a big fan of these blades. I have a whole bunch of them, but they just kind of sit around in the storage collecting dust, so should be interesting to see how it goes. Another interesting thing about the PDGs, I don't know if you can see, but towards the end, don't want to cut myself, but towards the end you can see some dates over there. Lighting's not helping out, but it does say it's laser printed to be July 23rd, 25, year of 2025. So this was, I believe, made like 4 months ago. So interesting to see those little details on there. And for a razor today, I'm going to be going with my old trusty, now my travel razor for most of the time, but this one is the Razorock Game Changer 0.84, gifted by Johnny5, thank you. It's got the barber pole handle to it. So I'm gonna put in both blades in the same razor, so give me some time to switch in between. I'll probably do one half of the face with one and the other half with the other. And then from there, gonna decide which one I want to continue with. But yeah, I'm on about 5 days growth, so plenty to shave off. Kind of glad to get this growth out of the way. Software for today, gonna be going with one of my favorites, Stirling. This is Stirling Royal. I believe this is a dupe of Creed, Millesime Imperial, I think. It's got a nice, very Creed-like scent, you know? I think it's well liked by the masses, and similar to like Green Irish Tweed, but less of that green freshness, but more of a cologne-y smell. I do like it. I already got it lathered up over here, my Captain's Choice bowl, and took out my Rudy Bay brush. I believe this is the R7 with the 24mm synthetic. So yeah, let's get testing over here. Let me get lathered up first. I already have Q 2.0 pre-shave. Used that before. And let's hydrate the beard quick. Alright, let's get lathered up over here. I added plenty of water here, so shouldn't need more, but I could always add more. Yeah, this is a nice brush. It's a soft synthetic, similar to the basic like Bliss Soft style knots, or the Magnet basic knots, but a little different. This one has a little more backbone to it. It's still soft, easy to display. And Stirling, as usual, is lathering up beautifully. Looks like it can take a little bit more water, so. Add a little bit more here. A little more. Perfecto. Oh yeah. So lather is, it's got tons of peak to it. Very easy to work with. Alright. Well covered. Now let me disassemble the razor, and I'm gonna start out with the excuse me. I'm gonna start out with the Personna PDGs or Gem, and the Razorock Game Changer. It's got posts on the base plate of the razor, as you can see. So I'm gonna put that on top. And I don't think this blade has any glue, so it's kind of nice. And then I'm gonna set the blade over here. Put the top cap on. I have a little, I forgot what you call this. I got a little barrier in between. And looks good. Yeah. Looks good on both sides. Well aligned. And here we go. Let's get on shading. Here we go, first pass with the Personna PDGs. Let's see how it goes. Oh, wow. That feels really sharp, actually. But sharp and comfortable. Huh, interesting. I'm gonna do it a little different today. Just gonna do one half of the face. Yeah. No tugging. It feels really good. So, one half of the face done. Interesting. I mean, so far, I think I'm gonna like these blades. Almost felt like there was no blade at all. Almost that smooth. So that's a good sign. Alright. Sometimes getting the blade off the post is a little difficult, so gotta be careful not to cut myself. I'm gonna set that aside. Continue with the other comfort coat personas, the lab glues. Yeah, no glue on these either, so share a similarity. Put them together. Get ready for the next pass. Alright, here we go. The other side with the other blade. This is the Personna comfort coat. Yeah, this one isn't that bad either. Maybe slightly more tugging. Than the other ones, but not bad, not bad. So far, I think I have the Personna PDGs winning the race, but I think both sides were pretty good. Yeah, it's a clean first pass so far. Let me rinse up. The lather's real slick. Alright, I think I'm gonna continue this on. I was gonna just pick one blade and go with it, but I wanna continue on with the second pass, so let me lather up real quick. Alright. I'm going to continue on with the Personna comfort coated on the same side. I'm going to start off with the right side here. Second pass, across the grain. Not bad. I think it's slightly more dull than what I usually prefer. It's not tugging, but I could feel it slightly approaching there. So now I'm going to take this out, try the other, go back to the Personna PDGs, see how this goes, see if there's any difference on this pass here. Huh. That was pretty quick. I thought it would take longer. Right, here we go. Second pass. Yeah, this feels definitely sharper than the other one, even though they both cut. Yeah, not bad. All right. Yeah, my preference is still towards that PDG right now. Let me rinse up again. Just feels a bit sharper, slightly smoother, and on the comfort coat I could feel it just tugging slightly on the blade or on the hairs, while the PDGs feel a little, it cuts a little more easy. So let's continue on with the cleanup pass. I think I'm gonna stick to the PDG, the gem blade, for this cleanup pass here. I think I could definitely get a good shave out of the comfort coated blades, but I don't think it's my preference. I have maybe like 5-6 other blades that I go through on my rotation, and I just don't find myself visiting the comfort coats that often. Here we go, last cleanup pass. This is with the PDG blades. Felt biting slightly on the neck over here. Maybe just my technique. Very nice. Alright, just gonna get a little more lather around. Just do some touch-ups. Yeah, not bad. Oh man, the lather just flowing from the razor. Just gonna shake off little bits of it. Yeah, I think I'm almost there. Not quite chasing a BBS, but just want a close shave today. Yeah, I think that'll do it. And you rinse out real quick. And see the result. Alright, that was a pretty good shave. Just slight. Maybe a little this side here. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. Still a little bit left there, but don't want to chase after it. Just feeling around. Feels pretty good. I think if I were to chase a bit more, I'd go towards some irritation. But right now, skin's feeling pretty good. Maybe slightly sensitive on some areas, but overall, not bad. Well done, that 5 days growth pretty well. And yeah, my thoughts on these blades on the first use. Start off with the comfort coated Personas, the Lab Blues. Yeah, I think decent blades. They're not part of my rotation, but I had no trouble with the first and second pass with these blades. Compared to the other ones, I did feel this slightly duller compared to the other ones, but still cut efficiently. Did feel a little bit more resistance on these blades. But compared to the Personna PDGs, or the Gem, which are new to me, yeah, I quite like these. This was my first time with them. I believe these are laser printed, so it's kind of hard to see, but it says Gem, Platinum, Diamond Glide. I am liking these blades so far. Felt very sharp to begin with. I could kind of feel it on my skin, even the first couple of strokes. Kind of glided really well. And compared to the other side where kind of felt like slightly scrapey. But I think in the end I would have good shaves with either of these blades, but my preference is the PDGs for today. And I think with these comfort coated ones, I usually can't get more than 1 shades out of it. I think if I continue on, my experience has been that it gets duller as I go through with it. So yeah, interesting new blade. The Gem, Persona Gem Platinum Diamond Glide. I like them so far. It felt very sharp and comfortable. I think if I overshave with it, I could definitely go into some irritation, but if I stop myself early, I think these blades might have a place in my den. So I'm gonna continue on with it. I do like PDGs better than the comfort coats for today, and I think I'm gonna spend more time with these PDGs and see how many shades I can go. Kind of similar to the Euromax blades where I tested it out. If it can go up to 3 shaves or maybe more, I might add these to my rotation. Yeah, I've been kind of on a blade kick recently, just trying out different DE blades. I'm actually going to be ordering some more in the future just to test out and see how it feels on my skin and what kind of shave it gives. So yeah, nice shave today with these PDGs. Let me rinse up one more real quick. Finish up with the aftershave here. Brut Classic. I have been feeling that my skin is drying up, especially in the colder weather. So I've skipped the Brut aftershave a couple times. But sometimes I want to smell good and just end with some nice musky green fougere scent, so even when it dries out my skin a little bit. Yeah, so I got some stings all over, nothing crazy. I'd say it's a little bit less than normal, so just light sting all around. Not bad, not bad. Is that a... yeah, slight nick over here. I think when that alcohol touches the skin, it tends to bring up some nicks. A little bit right here too. Should close up pretty quick. Alright, so that's it for today's shave. Let me go over the equipment really quick. Went with the 2 Personna blades, as you've seen throughout the video. Razorock Game Changer 0.84, excellent razor, my go-to. And software Stirling Royal and the synthetic Rudy baby brush. If you guys want to help support the channel, check out the links below in the description. And this is Tim Shaves. Now, see you guys next time. See ya.